Hello?
How's the book?
Excuse me?
I said, how is the book?
Who is this?
You have a simple life, David. You work. You go to movies every so often. You walk your German Shepherd. Pretty standard. You do have a lot of friends, though, I'll give you that. 832, by last count.
I'm sorry, do I know you?
Your life's about to get a little more interesting, David. Your daily routine is about to change.
Okay, man, I'm hanging up now.
Then it will be the last thing you do. Just sit where you are. Now, those 832 friends, not all of those count, do they, David? When you really whittle it down to the ones that matter, to those people who really think you matter, how many are there then? It's a tough question, I know.
What do you want?
I want you to answer the question. Think hard. How many people on that sorry excuse for a friends list really matter?
30?
Whoa, easy there. That's a little high, don't you think? Try again.
I don't know.
Oh, come on, don't be such a baby.
6.
The immediate family. Still high.
1.
Now you're catching on. And do you know which one, David? It's the one that's here with me. 7 days. That's all I need. You follow my instructions and you just might see your little friend again.
So what happens now?
It's real simple, David. Wait for my call.
Hi, my name's Joel Erickson with Gnarly Tooth, and together with my brother Jared, we're the writers and designers of a new type of mobile game called The Hostage Trials. And Jared's a little bit camera shy, but I did manage to nab a little video of him so he could say hi. Dude, come on.
I don't want to be on it. Come on.
Come on, dude.
No.
Come on. Hey. Thanks, Jared. So the first thing you need to know about the Hostage Trials is it's kind of a new format, and because of the format, it can only be played on a mobile device, and it really wouldn't work any other way. When we try to explain to other people, what the game is, none of the current terms for the types of genres that are around were really doing the game justice, really encompassing what it's all about. So we had to come up with kind of our own term for the game, and we're calling it an RTMA, which stands for Real-Time Mobile Adventure. So just to clear it up right now, we'll be developing the game for both iOS and Android, and it'll be a cross-platform game, so iOSers can play with Androiders, Androiders can play with iOSers. So you're probably wondering how the game works. And with this type of game, we really wanted a different kind of challenge. We wanted something that might be new to a lot of players in a video game. We wanted something that would be really challenging, that would test your mettle, and be really rewarding when you completed it. And lastly, we just wanted something that felt a little more real, with consequences that felt more real as well. So you saw the setup for the game in the little intro with David Hayter, and most of you guys know David as the voice of Solid Snake from the Metal Gear series. And things are going to be shifting gears a little bit for him in this game, and we're excited to announce that he'll be taking on the role of the main villain in the game, which is the primary character that you as a player are interacting with.
I've really played heroes all my life. I've always been the guy that came in and, saved the girl and everything. And which is very cool, and that was great as a young man. But you get a little older and you learn some things, and it's really fun to play the villain. I mean, you can just, you can dig into it in a way with a level of enjoyment that is unseemly in a hero. You can really get into your work, and so that was part of the reason why I was really excited to do this.
So the first thing you need to do is pick a friend to play with it, and you can do that through Facebook, email, text message, doesn't really matter. And the game will start when you get a mysterious phone call from the villain of the game, from David's character, and he informs you that he has taken one of your friends hostage, and you need to follow his instructions in order to get him back. So you will be the main player in the game, and the friend that you choose will play the role of the hostage. So now let's focus on the real-time aspect of the game, and this is where it gets really fun. If you were in this situation, our focus in the game is realism. And if you were in this situation, it wouldn't be up to you to call the kidnapper for instructions. He calls you. So that's where the real-time aspect comes in. You need to be ready for a call at any time, day or night. And when the call comes in from David's character, you have to react and do what he says on the spot. Now, if for some reason you can't answer a call at a particular time, then you'll just have to see what happens. It's a very dynamic game, and the villain's going to react according to your actions. So he might give you another chance, or he might not. You just have to see. The interaction between you and your friend is going to be really cool. Every so often, your friend will get what we call hostage homework. This is their chance to put their own little spin on the game using their voice, pictures, information about themselves, and information they know about you. And by the end of the trial, you'll see just how well you know this friend of yours that you're trying to save. So what's the game going to look like? Visually speaking, it's very simple. It's going to look like the interface of any standard phone. It's your game phone. And it's your portal into the world of the hostage trials. So you'll have, your basic apps on there, texting app, phone, dial pad, contacts, email, things like that. And all of these are ways that the villain can communicate with you. He can send you a text, he can send you an email, he can leave a voicemail, and most importantly, he can call you and talk to you. You'll be able to answer questions that he asks you, and he also can send you possibly specialty apps that require you to do very specific things that he might need you to do. So he has kind of control over your phone and what you do with it. But keep in mind, it's all fake. It's all contained within the game. They're not real emails or text messages or anything. It's just how the villain's communicating with you. So like I said before, the focus on this game is realism. And the challenges that the villain is going to be giving you as a player are all based around the real world. They're not going to be gamey challenges that have nothing to do with the game. They're going to be something that you could do in the real world, or a lot of times that you could do on a phone. And we'll be using every aspect of the phone for the challenges, including the GPS, the accelerometer, the camera, and so forth. Just to give you an example, a challenge that includes the GPS functionality might include traveling a certain distance in a certain amount of time, or even changing elevation. We've really worked hard to have a lot of variety with these challenges, so we don't want any day in the game, any real-time day, to feel the same as the one before. So the game always keeps you on your toes. You're never going to know what to expect from one day to the next.
And we've worked really hard to keep it as real as possible. David, as far as that goes, some of those elements, what do you think could be some of the cool aspects of that kind of gameplay?
Well, what I love about this is, what I love about your concept is it's not like a typical game where you sit down, you go to a console, you turn it on, and you go into the world of the game. Here, the world of the game invades your world, and it you're not playing on a console, you're not playing on a computer. It's taking over the device you use every day to communicate with the world. I think that gives it a level of reality and interaction that we haven't seen before. That's what truly makes this a next generation game. My only problem was when I first heard about this. My only question was, are people really going to want to receive highly disturbing phone calls from me at random points during their day?
Yeah,
So
I think in answer to that, there's plenty of sickos out there. So I think we'll be good in that.
Good. I've made an excellent career off of people of the sicko designation.
The game's set up with different difficulties. So depending on your skill level, for example, there's a 3-day challenge, there's a 7-day challenge, a 14-day, and the granddaddy is a 30-day real-time hostage trial. So you play them in order, and all the way through the game with the different challenges, there are new elements of the gameplay that are coming in that are being introduced, new characters all the time, so the story continues to unfold as you go through and finally beat all 4 challenges. So the only way to experience the game in its entirety is to beat all 4 challenges and successfully save a hostage in each one of them. It's really a different kind of challenge with this game. It's not going to be easy, and frankly, we're kind of excited to see how many people can even hack doing the 30-day real-time challenge. And I know immediately what a lot of people are thinking out there, and it's, I don't have time for a game like this. It seems like it would consume your life. But in reality, on average, the villain will be calling you at random maybe once per day, and it only takes a few minutes to complete the challenges that he gives you. So the total play time that you'll actually be doing for the game will probably be a lot less than you would spend on a more casual type game that you can pull out at any time. And we're also going to be implementing features in the game where the game takes into account your normal school hours, your work hours, so the villain is less likely to call you during these times when you wouldn't be able to answer. But he's got a mind of his own, so we're not making any promises there. Last but not least, we really want this to be a community-inspired game. We are going for 100% of the funding from Kickstarter. We're not looking for any outside investors at all. So we're going to be communicating with the backers in a lot of the aspects that they want in the game. And the coolest part about this is the lowest reward level, you get the full game. So a $3 pledge and you get the game when it comes out. And so if you do the math there, if everyone pledged just $3, we would need a lot of people. So take a good look at the rewards. We've come up with some stuff that we think is really, really cool. And if you decide you're able to give more than the $3 for the game, we think you'll be pretty pleased with some of the stuff that we're offering.
Okay, so is there anything else that you want to say to potential, fans of the hostage trials? A lot of people are going to be checking this out, wondering if it's going to be good. Anything
Right.
you'd want to say to them?
Well, I just would say that I hope you support independent game developers, and I think that is the best way to get us to a place of truly original games and truly heartfelt games. So I hope you guys like this project, and I know that Joel has worked extremely hard on it, and I'm going to. Well, I won't be working that hard, but I will be working on it, and so I hope you like it.
So thanks very much for your support, and we're glad you checked the page out. We hope that you'll all be really excited about this game, and that we'll all be playing the first real-time mobile adventure very soon. And really, there's only one thing left to do.
Wait for my